UCAV sequence initializing. Initiating UCAV viewport. Missile launched. Target damage confirmed.
So our main design goal for Homefront Multiplayer is to create the most intense, exciting, large-scale warfare experience on the consoles. The large-scale warfare means to us is lots of players, 32 players battling it out over Xbox Live or PSN, and a lot of different types of warfare and combat going on. So we've got infantry combat in our game, there's vehicles, there's aircraft, there's airstrikes, and there's even high-tech drones you can use. One of the goals we have with Homefront is to create an evolving battlefield. So we want the match to play out differently every time you play it and to escalate in intensity. So we have two types of progression in Homefront. There's a short-term compulsion loop where you're earning battle points and spending those during the match, and then there's that long-term progression where you're earning XP and you're unlocking new vehicles, weapons, and toys as you go through the game. So one of the things you can do with battle points is to make some strategic choices on the fly. So if you see an enemy helicopter, you can decide, do I want to purchase a missile launcher and try and take it down and earn some more battle points? Or maybe I want to purchase a drone and try and take out some infantry that are capturing an objective. Those are just some examples of things you can do with battle points in the game that allow the player different strategic options. So Homefront Multiplayer takes place in 2025 during this period we call the Occupation Wars. And so what we've done with this near future setting is allow us to kind of extrapolate what kind of weapons would be available in 15 or 20 years. And so that's where you see a lot of the kind of high-tech weaponry like the drones. And the ones we're showing here today, we've got the air assault drone, which is kind of an aerial helicopter. It fires rockets. You can use that to take out infantry pretty well. We've also got a ground assault drone, which is kind of like a mobile machine gun on a tracked mount, and you can use that to kind of go behind enemy lines and sneak up on some enemies. And we're also showing a recon drone, which is a really interesting teamwork tool. You can use that to mark enemies for your team, and anytime a player gets marked, you earn battle points, and when your teammate kills the enemy, you get some more battle points. What really excites me about Homefront Multiplayer is the kind of intensity and the scale of the action that can happen. So when you got 32 players fighting in these really epic battles, you can be, rolling in there with a tank, somebody starts hammering you with a rocket, you turn on your countermeasures so you can, shoot those rockets down, then you get EMP'd, some guy runs up a C4, blows you up, you're like, damn, I gotta take that guy out. So you have enough battle points now to go and purchase a helicopter and decide to, fly back in there and try and get your revenge kill. So Homefront's coming out in first quarter of 2011 for both PS3, Xbox, and PC. So Homefront Multiplayer is all about large-scale warfare. We're trying to create the definitive large-scale experience on the consoles. So we support a large variety of different types of weapons. There's infantry combat, there's ground vehicles, there's aircraft, there's airstrikes, and there's even remote-controlled drones in the game. All of this with large player counts, up to 32 players on Xbox Live and PSN, and supported with dedicated servers. Battle Points is our in-game economy system, and this is what adds this new layer of strategy to the game that you don't often get in a first-person shooter. Everything you do in the game earns you points. If you kill an enemy, you earn some points. Capture an objective, you earn some points. Mark a target with your recon drone, you earn some points. Then you can spend those points in the match on cool toys. So you can spend them on the fly. If you see a vehicle and you want to take it out, you can buy a rocket launcher. If you want to put out an air drone, you just buy it. Or you can save up your points and you can purchase a vehicle. Homefront has a really involved long-term progression system in addition to the in-match battle point system. So the way it works is that after every match you convert all the battle points you've earned into XP, and then you start using that to rank up and unlock. And we have different abilities you can gain, weapons of course, new special purchases. So that's one of the coolest things about Homefront is that as you're playing, you're going to be like unlocking new airstrikes or unlocking new rocket launches, unlocking new drones that you can then purchase with battle points in the match. So Battle Commander is an innovative new feature that we're trying to bring to the multiplayer first-person shooter genre. And what it does is it makes large-scale warfare personal. There's an AI general on each team. He's looking at his troops and looking at who's performing well. He's trying to reward those guys. If you get on a kill streak, for example, he's going to reward you with a buff. He's going to give you a flak jacket or a UAV scan to help you survive longer. But at the same time, the enemy commander is looking at you as a threat to his team, and he's assigning players to take you out. So each player has an incentive to rank up, get more stars. You could get up to 5 stars, which is a really powerful state, but at that point, the entire enemy team is trying to take you out. When you're on a Battle Commander mission, you get a reward based on what state you're in. So if you're in a drone, for example, you're going to get rewards that are going to help your drone stay alive longer. So he's going to give you increased battery life in your drone. He's going to make your drone more resistant to gunfire. It's going to actually give your drone the ability to see where the enemies are hiding in the map. Same thing with if you're in a vehicle. If you're in a vehicle, Battle Commander is going to reward you with specific rewards to your vehicle. It's going to make you, less resistant to EMP. It's going to give you automatic repair ability so your vehicle can heal itself. So there's a lot of different types of rewards Battle Commander can give you to make sure that you're staying alive. You often find players in first-person shooters who are just out for themselves. They don't really care about their team or how they're doing or trying to win the game. All they're doing is running around trying to rack up kills. The way Battle Commander tries to fix that is assign them a mission. So it'll assign them a target, a threat to take out on the enemy team. That threat will really help turn the tide of the game. So they can go and try and take out that guy. You can actually give them a bit of information about where that target is. Not his exact location, but an area on the mini-map. So when they do take out that target, they'll get a bunch of battle points, which is again going to help them get more toys, more tools to take them out.